Hey guys, Deathbringer here. We're on Fallout 4. This is the walkthrough, episode 6 or 7. I'm beginning to lose track. I'll find out. I'm block recording these, so I've got it done because I'm in the mood to play this, and this is actually my last episode for the day. So I'm going to take my time with this one a little bit. Just because if I go straight to do it, this will be like a 10-minute episode.
Self-prescribed chems, as recommended by me, myself,
and I. So.
The hub of trade for all Diamond City right here.
Alright, I'm gonna quickly see what weapons he's selling.
Got some great stuff, if you're interested.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Don't forget to stock up on ammo.
Oh, we got it in well.
Oh, he hasn't got any new stuff yet. I just heard a cat.
I could use one of those robots.
as could every household. Would you look at that nose?
Oh, fuck's sake.
Fits you so perfectly, you'd think you were born with it.
You did a great job, Doc. You're the best.
Oh, go on. No, please, go on.
Hey, you're in the paper, right?
I love hearing about myself.
You're 200 years old. Pretty good for your age, huh?
How do you stay so upbeat, Doctor? Solomon Trick feeding you mentats or something?
The latest news from the Commonwealth. Read the paper, lady. Trust me.
Okay, let's read the paper. October 2287. The Synthetic Truth by Piper Wright. Wait, this isn't our one?
Hey, Nat.
Hey, lady. That interview you did with Piper is really selling. Here's your free copy.
This is the one I actually wanted. Alright. I am not the best narrator for reading stuff out, but here you go. From the Vault, Part 1. A View from the Vault, Part 1. By Piper Wright. Whenever I take a walk through Diamond City, there are so many things people tell me to be grateful for. Purified water, walking lights. Yeah, that would be really fucking weird. Working lights, electricity, security. True. What we have would have been unthinkable even a few decades ago. But it's easy to forget that. Even after all the progress we made, we are still living in the shadow of the world that was. A world before the threat of radiation, before the super mutant and the ferroghouls and the synth. So, as fortune often has it, I crossed paths with Bella, Vault Dweller, a person who is experiencing the Commonwealth for the first time. What would hers fresh set? What would her fresh set of eyes say about how far we've come? Is Diamond City the great green jewel we have always claimed it to be? Before we begin to answer that question, we have to know who Bella is, where she comes from. To my surprise, she did not have much to say about her life in the vault at all, because she spent all of that time staring at a piece of frozen glass every day for over two centuries. That's right, Bella isn't just a vault dweller, she's an original vault dweller. She spent her entire time on the inside, cryogenically suspended. Continue to part 2. I also struggle reading sometimes, and it's really fucking hard because of the quality of the fucking paper. It's fucking it all up. Continued from part 1. So, what does Bella have to say about seeing Diamond City for the first time? Honestly, seeing everyone survive out here, rebuilding the world, it gives me hope. Hope. When was the last time someone in our city talked about hope, who wasn't some politician fishing for points in the next election? Making empty promises at the wall, but our outsider hasn't let the cynicism of our strange world get the better of her. This is all the remarkable... Wait, what? This is all the more remarkable because of the reason she came to the Commonwealth. You see, Bella has a son, Sean, and even though they were in the relative safety of a vault, someone broke in and took Sean from his parent. And that parent is now risking everything, wandering through this strange and unfriendly world of ours. In order to save Sean from his kidnappers, we all know the rumours and whispers that surround every missing person in the Diamond City. The guilty looks we pass the mourning family members as we thank the wall that this time it wasn't us. You can end up dead in the Commonwealth for millions of reasons. Why spend our time worrying about kidnappings? Why indeed? Continue to part 3. It's easy for us to be cynical about the missing. We have spent so long knowing the Institute is out there, but knowing so little about them. They are not the only ones responsible for kidnappings, but the fact that they sometimes are, the fact that we have been so powerless to stop them when they do, causes us to treat all victims of kidnappings as if they are a lost cause. Sorry. But the people left behind, those loved ones, friends and neighbours who may never see the face of those taken from them again, they do not have the luxury of being able to just look away. They have to carry that loss with them, even if everyone else tells them to move on and forget. I asked Bella to make a statement to Diamond City to give us an outsider's perspective on what it means to lose a loved one and how she feels. Maybe in some way it's how we all should feel. Maybe we've forgotten what the right human response to these tragedies are. No matter how much you want to give up, don't, she said. You have to hope that you'll see them again, or at least that you'll know the truth. End.
Super Salon can give you the hairstyle of your
So that's
dreams.
the newspaper.
High quality gift right here.
Need
Alright.
some custom hardware? We got a free
Let's go see Nick.
for all your modifications. Scopes, clip sizes, barrels.
Shop in safety. Send some out at the surface.
Ellie? Are you here?
Nick?
Oh, before we carry on, actually, I have noticed something in Fallout 4 that I haven't previously noticed before. There is no touching whatsoever. Like, if you rescue someone from being kidnapped, you don't see anyone run up to them and hug them. You don't see any physical touching in this game at all, minus when you're killing someone. But even then, it's kind of like it's an object hitting them first. You don't see anyone like putting a hand on the back saying, "Ah, it's okay," or something like that. You literally, nothing happens. There's no physical touching at all in this game.
Oh God, it's really you.
Well, it's hard to mistake this mug
You
for
you would
anyone
think
else.
Ellie would run over and hug
You
Nick.
keep laughing at death.
Nope.
Someday, death's gonna laugh back.
Not as long as I got a few friends to back me up.
You saved Nick, this agency, and my job. Thank you.
Happy to do it.
Yeah? Go diving into scary pre-war ruins all the time then, do ya? Here. I know an amount wasn't on the table when you went out to find him, but you deserve a reward. Plus a little something extra. You know, if you're looking for work and don't mind putting on the detective hat, Nick sure could use a new partner.
Whoa. One case at a time, Ellie. Our new friend needs our help first. All right, let's get down to business. Take a seat.
I'll help
So
her.
comfortable.
I'll help him. I just got booted out of the party, so you're not gonna be able to hear Team for the remainder of this episode. Because if I try to make a party now, it's going to end this episode, and I don't particularly want to be having to go back a bunch of saves and read all of that fucking shit again. Because I just made a fool of myself because I am not good at reading. But she can hear me.
When you're trying to find someone who's gone missing, the devil is in the details. Tell me everything you can, no matter how painful it might be.
We were in a vault when it happened.
I'm going to try and go through all of the dialogue, if possible, in this section.
Vault 111. It was some kind of cryo facility.
You were on ice, huh? More importantly, you were underground, sealed up. It's a lot of obstacles to get through just to take one person. What else can you tell me?
My husband was murdered. He was just trying to keep them from taking Sean, and they just...
It's okay. You don't need to say anything more.
So, we're talking about a group of cold-hearted killers, but they waited until something went wrong to resort to violence. Anything else you remember?
There was a man and a woman. They didn't say much, but I remember they called me the backup.
So we're talking a small team. Professionals. The kind that know to keep their lips tight when they're on the job. Not sure what the backup means, though. Anything else you remember?
Also, I would like to say at this point that playing the female soul survivor, I've noticed that the female soul survivor actually, there is more feeling when they talk and in their facial expressions. With the males, it's not so much. So I prefer playing as a female on this game, just because there's more feeling to when they're talking. The males is just like, meh, my son was kidnapped. I must get him back. I'm gonna go cry now. But no.
We're looking for my baby, Sean. He's less than a year old.
Oh, take that back. The male is just like really funny when they're pissed off. That's it.
Why would anyone take him?
Good question. Why your family in particular? Why an infant? Someone would be taking on all of his care, and a baby needs a lot of it. Well, that confirms it. This isn't a random kidnapping. Whoever took your kid had an agenda. There's a lot of groups in the Commonwealth that take people. Raiders, super mutants, the Gunners, and of course there's the Institute.
So you think this institute is responsible?
Well, they're the boogeymen of the Commonwealth. Something goes wrong, everyone blames them. Easy to see why. Those early model synths of theirs strip whole towns for parts, killing everything in their way. Then you got the newer models, good as human, that infiltrate cities and pull strings from the shadows. Worst of all, no one knows why they do it, what their plan is, or where they are. Not even me. And I'm a synth myself. A discarded prototype, anyway.
You're a prototype?
As far as I know. Never seen any other synth like myself. There's the older ones that are dumb as rocks and all metal, and there's the newer ones that are almost human. I'm somewhere in between.
You don't know anything about them. Really?
Some kind of security setting strips or blocks out those memories. And it's not just me. Any synth that gets trashed, left behind, or escapes the Institute has the same problem. Probably some kind of failsafe.
Either way, I need to find Sean.
You're right. The speculation is getting us off track. Let's focus on what you saw. What did these kidnappers look like?
The woman was dressed in, I think it was kind of a hazard suit. The man had some sort of metal brace on his arm.
Maybe some kind of improvised armor? A lot of hired guns do that to look tough. The hazard suit is interesting. Not many mercs can afford something that fancy. What else do you remember about them?
The man who killed my husband, he had a handgun. I didn't get a clear look at it, but that sound.
Could have been a large caliber revolver. Huh. I'm starting to get a clearer picture of the kind of man our perp is. Anything more you can tell me?
I'll never forget that voice. Low and rough. Like sandpaper. Across your face.
Huh. Not much to go on, but a tough and commanding voice can get someone pretty far in the violence business. What else?
One of them came right up to me. Bald head, scar across his left eye.
Wait. It couldn't be. You didn't hear the name Kellogg at all, did you?
No. They never said their names.
It's way too big of a coincidence. Ellie, what notes do we have about the Kellogg case?
The description matches. Bald head, scar, reputation for dangerous mercenary work, but no one knows who his employer is.
And he bought a house here in town, right? And he had a kid with him, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right. The house in the abandoned West Stands. The boy with him was around 10 years old.
Maybe it's another kidnapped kid.
Yeah, either that or he's got a son of his own. Not a comforting thought in any case. Both of them vanished a while ago. Haven't been heard or seen since. Let's you and I take a walk over to Kellogg's last known address. See if we can snoop out where he went.
Security doesn't really go to that part of town, but you two should still be careful.
I always am.
Okay. As far as Codsworth didn't say anything at all within a dialogue. Like, we need to go get young Sean back or something. Whew.
I didn't want Ellie to hear this, but I think you should know. Everything I dug up about Kellogg before his disappearance?
We got small arms,
Bad
long
news.
arms,
He's more than
ammunition.
just a mercenary. He's a professional. Quick, clean, thorough. Has no enemies, because they're all dead. Except you. 9 to 1 odds says he's our man. It's more than just you identifying his distinguishing features. The M.O. is all him as well. Leading a small team to kidnap a baby and leaving one of the parents alive for later? Not many mercs in the Commonwealth can pull that off. Here we are. Keep an eye out, will you? See if I can get this open. That's one heck of a lock. Got something to hide, Kellogg? Why don't you give it a try?
Don't think I can pick this. Nick.
Stubborn lock, ain't it? No luck? Guess we'll need to find the key. See that platform in the distance, near the city entrance? That's the elevator to the mayor's office. Why don't you go ask around there? I'll stay here and see if I can jimmy this lock.
Okay.
Public can be prepared.
Let's go get a key. Alright, the other day, I was on my other character doing this. It was a character that I wasn't going to do any quests with, but I needed to level up, so. And it Dogmeat fell all the way down.
If I said I was with the Institute, he'd come running.
You ever think maybe maybe you could get a man's attention easier if you use softer words, honey? Maybe shout a little less.
Oh, that reminds me of this article I'm writing about the mayor's affair with a certain airheaded blonde. Oh, look who it is. What brings you to the mayor's office, huh?
I'm trying to track down a man named Kellogg.
Interesting. That's the guy who bought the house in the abandoned West Stands. Had that kid.
If you are done crowding the reception area, Miss Piper, the mayor needs to make time for more responsible citizens.
I was just leaving anyway.
The mayor's receiving visitors as long as they aren't members of the press. Did you need help?
Who do I talk to if I need to find a key to a house that's been locked up?
If you're talking about a property that the city has seized, we only have one on the books. Mr. Kellogg's old house. You'd have to ask the mayor directly if you want the keys.
Come on, can't you help me yourself?
And if I could, why should I?
Maybe we can reach an agreement. I just happen to have a pile of caps here.
A gift? For me? Oh, how generous. Oh, there I go again, leaving a key out on my desk and forgetting to put it back.
Okay, the reason why I skipped basically most of that dialogue and didn't bother going to cinema is because I know I can't do it. I need basically maxed out charisma. Whoa, fucking hell, Cotsworth. Back it up, buddy. Yeah, from experience, I know I'm not going to be able to get that done straight away.
Public occurrences.
With my raider character, my male raider character, I'm going to have him as a luck and charisma build. He can talk his way out of anything, or he's extremely lucky.
Got the key? All right, let's head in. You do the honors. Let's take a look around. Kellogg must have left something behind.
Fun!
Miss Della, taking a trip down memory lane with that?
Place seems small to you? Figured a guy like Kellogg would think big. Well, one way to hide a room.
Quantum.
Well, look at this. All of a Merc's favorite things.
Gwinnett's stout beer, 44 caliber bullets, cigars, San Francisco sunlights.
Interesting brand. Won't lead us anywhere on its own, though.
Any suggestions, Nick?
What about dog meat? Commonwealth mutt like him can track a man's scent for miles. Why don't you go fetch him and let him have a whiff? See if he picks up the trail. Before you head out, I know this is personal business. If you have to face Kellogg on your own, just say so. Besides, you already have plenty of company. You can't all go sniffing through the Commonwealth after one man.
Goodbye, Nick.
Hopefully not forever. I want to see you and your kids safe and sound when you get back. Good luck. Anytime you need help, just come knocking.
Okay. A lot of talking in that episode. Well, this episode. So, next episode, I've got to find Dogmeat. He'll be at Red Rocket. Or not, because he's there. Well, I'm going to end the episode here. So, thank you for watching. Make sure you comment, like, and nuke that subscribe button. I have been Deathbringer. If you're enjoying this series, please let me know in the comments below. And I'll see you for the next one. Cheerio, and goodbye.